Welcome to Walt's Tech World. Follow me. Hey, welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you could stop by today. So today we're going to talk about something kind of fun, something exciting. Have you ever wanted to 3D print something, but maybe you couldn't find a file online, one that was already done, or maybe you just didn't have the expertise, maybe you didn't have the money for the expensive CAD software that you needed? Well, today's your lucky day. I have a solution for you. So just hold tight and we'll talk about it. So last night I was just sitting on my couch watching TV and I got a message from Messenger. It was from someone I didn't know, someone that had messaged me through Messenger asking me for a favor. She lives in my neighborhood and she had seen some 3D prints, I guess. I'm assuming that she had seen that I was selling online previously. And she was asking me, would it be possible if I could design something for her? She needed a lock pen, a little tiny lock pen, about 45 millimeters. She couldn't find it online anywhere. And so she was kind of figuring a way to get this created because she couldn't find it online. So she was reaching out to me, asking me if I could do it. So at first I thought, I don't know if it's something that I have the time to do because designing things can take a long time, especially in CAD software. Especially with my ability, I'm not the best at it. I'm just kind of learning. I usually use like Tinkercad, which is a free program online. So anyways, in the past, a couple days ago, I tried using ChatGPT to design an idea that I had had in my head. And it was a pickleball mount, and it had some hooks and some holders, and ChatGPT failed to make the file properly, and it was kind of just a mess. And I didn't know why it failed. I think I have a good idea now. So this very nice lady sent me a sketch. And the nice thing about the sketch, it was very detailed. She listed all the dimensions in the sketch. So it was very complete. And so I thought, you know what? I'm going to give this another try, give ChatGPT another try to create the 3D print file for me and save me a bunch of time. So that's exactly what I did. I took her sketch, I uploaded a photo of it into my ChatGPT, and I simply typed in to go ahead and make me a STL file from the sketch using these exact dimensions, and I just sat back and let it work. And after, I don't know, maybe 2 minutes, boom, like magic, there is this STL file. And I thought, can it be that easy? And so I decided to download it. I downloaded the file into a downloads folder on my Windows computer. I then opened the file up in Bambu Studio, which is it was an STL file, and I printed it. And hey, friends, this thing came out perfectly. So after the file had printed, I got out my calipers to measure to make sure that the pen was exactly the size as it needs it to be. And it was almost perfect. We're talking like within 0.13 millimeters was the only part of this pen that was off, and that was just the circle at the end, which she said would not affect the working of the part at all. So that was kind of a mission accomplished. So what I wanted to do is to talk to you about, will this work for you? So let's look at some graphs and let's talk about that. So looking at the first graph, both the free and the plus version of ChatGPT can upload a photo, ask ChatGPT to model the part, and create a downloadable STL. Here's where they differ. The free version, you have less usage, so you can make less changes in a 24-hour period. The free can also be hit and miss depending on the version and the account that you have, while the plus can be used for far more often and do more difficult or harder jobs. For example, if you're using the free version and it's allowing you to download the STL file and you say that, oh, there's a change I want to make, ChatGPT may or may not let you in the free version make that change within a 24-hour period. It just depends. The plus version, however, you can download that version, open it up in your slicer, and then notice that something needs to be changed. Go right back into the chat that you're in and ask ChatGPT to make the change, and it should do so. The next graph that we're going to look at are the steps that you need to create the 3D print file, which is going to be an STL file. First thing you do is open ChatGPT, preferably on your computer. That's going to be the easiest way to download it and print it. Steps 2 and 3, tap the plus button to upload your sketch from the photos or files. Step 4, enter your request. For example, using the uploaded sketch, create a downloadable STL file using the exact dimensions in the sketch. That's pretty much what I wrote when I made the pen. Step 5, check the dimensions, click and download the STL to your computer. Try to pay attention on which file you downloaded it to. This is something that I downloaded the file and I'm like, where did this download to? So pay attention to where it's downloading. Step 6, open it up in Bambu Studio or the slicer you're using and import the STL. Make sure that you click on the import, not the open project button. And then once you import in your slicer, all you have to do then is just slice it. And if the slicer says everything's okay, hit the print button and then sit back and let it work. So I hope all this makes sense to you. It's really, really simple. Again, just if you have the ChatGPT app on your computer or even your phone, again, it's easier on your computer. Simply open it up, upload the sketch to your phone, and then just let GPT do the work after you ask it to create the file. It's super easy. The next thing I will add is I do have the Plus version, which I purchased for the entire year from my iPhone, which is $200 per year, which is a little bit of a discount. You can also purchase the Plus by a monthly basis. So maybe it's just you want the Plus version just for a month, then it's like $19.99. So you can purchase it by the month if you want. But since I have this YouTube channel and I use it quite a bit, I purchased the Plus for an entire year. Okay, that being said, I want to thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed this video. I ask that you like and subscribe to my channel. My goal, it's a little bit ambitious, is to have 500 subscribers by Christmas of this year. And that would be just a wonderful Christmas present. Thanks again, and I'll see you all soon. God bless.